Okay, welcome back to Modded Minecraft, the solo leveling reawakened pack. As you can see from the world name, we are now on World 5. I keep getting myself caught in absurd situations and dying in what's more or less unrecoverable ways, but we have learned a lot in the process. So I have a plan this time. From my experience with the previous 4 worlds. We are generally still going with the same plan as last time, where we're going to be little nomads, but I'm going to actually try and put more effort into getting some of the potions and things to help keep my health up, because what killed me off last time was the lack of health. I just got into a combat situation, got surrounded, a little too low on health, and ended up falling to my own doom. And I'd rather avoid that this time. And potions are not all that expensive for up to 50 health, so we're gonna give that a shot. I'm also curious if this is permanent. Because if it's just a regular ring and not like when I can take off again, that could be extremely helpful. You know what? Before we get too far in, I'm going to try it. Because it doesn't say I can take it off. Oh, I guess I can't take it off. Yep. Becomes... Oh... Okay, this may have been the worst idea I could have made for the start of this. This is now hard mode beyond hard mode. Yay. That's interesting. because I put that ring on, if this ends up being too hard, we are going to restart again anyway. I just was not thinking at all. I don't know why I decided that was a good idea. Okay, I saw some cows over here. We're gonna go kill those right away. No way. Am I gonna die already? Sheesh. -3, 245. This might be a really bad idea. Nope. Oops, give me that. Okay. Now, as stupid as this still is, I still need some string. No! Yeah, okay. We might need to restart this then. I orchestrated. Yeah, it's funny, but I kind of screwed myself over. I have lost so many worlds so far. Ah, wrong one. That was how I screwed myself over. So, the game gives you this item. Let me just create this. Stream World 6. The game gives you this item at the beginning, which is a cursed ring with a bunch of debuffs and buffs at the same time. And I, for some reason today, decided to check and see if I could just, take it off again. Turns out you can't. It's a cursed ring, and it's permanently bound to your character. And among the things that it does is makes you do half damage, and all sources of damage do twice as much. in exchange for things like 4 times experience gain, +1 looting, +10 enchanting levels every time you use a table, that sort of thing. And in general, it was just a really bad time, and I thought I'd try it. Didn't work out. Oh, what is this? What the hell happened there? I don't know. Oh, White Tiger Guild, though. Well, I'll worry about it later. It's this thing here. So the Ring of 7 Curses. And as you can see, among the curses, you receive double damage from any source. Neutral creatures are aggressive. Armor is 30% less effective. Monsters receive half damage. On fire, you burn forever. Every death tears your soul apart. I don't know what that means. You suffer incurable insomnia. So, like, wouldn't be able to sleep. I think you have limited lives, so you eventually die. Oh, minus 25 gravity. So, we're going to try this again, and hopefully without screwing myself over this time. Thank you for coming to hang out again, by the way. I appreciate the company. How's your day going? I understand that. Being a blobfish can be pretty fun, though. You're not pretty, but you get a lot of sympathy. Oh, sorry about that. What is today anyway? Is it Wednesday? Oh, no worries, man. Like I said, I appreciate you coming to hang out regardless. This isn't a thing I'm doing for financial reasons. I just wanted people to spend time with while I'm gaming, so you being here means a lot. Wednesday. Oh, cool. Okay. Thursday to Sunday is an unusual work schedule. Are you working 10s or 12s? I think 4 days would be 10-hour work days. fine. Damn, that's a busy life regardless. Yeah. I don't know that I could do that much working, so congratulations on being able to keep that up. You have more fortitude than I do. I've worked a couple of jobs that were 12-hour days, and I was just miserable for most of them. I may have only had to work like 3 days a week, but I guess technically 3.5 days a week, but it was awful. It felt like I was always at work, and getting the consecutive days off just didn't make up for it in my books. $113,102. That way, okay. Oh. Abandoned lab. Oh yeah, the 3-day weekends are great, but it does feel like too much. There was one time I worked as a security guard a number of years ago, and I had to go... This is interesting. Whoa! Holy crap, okay. Sorry, I lost my train of thought for a second. I was working as a security guard for a couple of weeks, and I guess for about 5 months. But there was a time where if somebody called in sick or whatever, I'd have to take over. So I'd do the full shift of 16 hours from 6 a.m. till like midnight. It was awful. How long do I have this for? Another minute, okay. These days, I can't even imagine a regular job with my health, so everything is a little different for me. Oh. Sorry about that. Let's see. Ooh, village. I want to do a little bit of reading in this lexicon. I've never used this mod before, so I'm not sure what's in it. Fey world was born from the manifested dreams of the natural world. Okay, yeah. That's interesting. That's interesting. Oh. Oh, crap. I forgot I hadn't finished this. Okay. Time to run. This is going to be even worse because I'm going to respawn at 0-0. I just wanted to read the book. Oh, no. 2, 1, come on. I survived. Take me back. Okay, why can't it? There we go. Ooh. I hate that it spawns me at 0-0. I don't even know where the rest of my stuff is. Oh, real close. Okay. No, we're gonna have to restart one more time. But I'm gonna finish reading this book first. What the hell is this? They're kind of pretty, but I don't know what the hell it is. Ooh. Come on. There we go. So it's basically just a way to get into a new dimension. Okay. By offering cookies to untamed pixies. All right. Okay. Alright, we are going to restart one more time because that's just a nightmare. I have lost so many worlds, it's pathetic. Stream World 7. Okay. That's interesting. Truthfully, an archwood forest is an excellent find. Especially because I may be able to get some mana berries, which would be huge. One of these days my in-game name will change. I know it. Yeah, this is from the Ars Novo mod. It is an archwood forest. If I can get my hands on some gold at some point, I will start into Ars Novo, because it's very powerful and very nice to have. But for now, aside from just needing a way out, I'm also looking for something called a mana berry. It's a really fast-growing, easy-to-use food source. And, as its name might give away, it gives you mana when you consume it. That easy access iron is too good to give up. Ooh, gold. Okay. Yeah, we're going to spend a little bit of time here. miss all that iron. That's okay. Mendocine. I think that one's an easy heal. Awesome. Oops. Is that appetite? Yeah, it's just appetite. Okay. See you soon. Thank you for stopping in. Now, vitality lets me tank damage better, both in terms of health and damage reduction. So we're going to do that. There we go, regen effect, okay. These have suddenly become incredibly invaluable. Let's see, minus 129, 127. This way. Oh, nope. That's a big old nope. Minus 142, minus 19. Nope. Okay, we're just gonna keep moving. Might actually make some torches too. Okay, good. It's daytime, so it's a little less important now, but it's good anyway. Minus 181, minus 146. So this way. Very question unrelated to anything. When you stand up and relax your arms at your side, that's some very long arms or some very deep shoulder droop. I'd say my fingertips probably only reach about halfway down my thighs, maybe a little more. Lush cave. Four inches of clearance between your middle finger and your knee. Huh. Yeah, that sounds like it might be a lot of shoulder droop. You can't be here. It might not actually be long arms. Depending on your posture and how muscular you are, you may honestly just let your shoulders fall further down your body, the same way that you can hike your shoulders up and lower them down when you're reaching for things. It may not be super unusual. I also haven't seen you. It could just be long arms. I won't dismiss that out of hand. Posture is different from shoulder position. I know I use the word posture, but really it's more of your standing muscle tension, I guess you could say. That's what I was getting at. I'm not saying you have bad posture. Wilden Den. Ugh. This is really important, but we're going to mark this. Wilden Den. Not carrying any stress feels like such a blessing. Color me all kinds of jealous. Alright, let's drop some roots for a few minutes. This looks like a little cave entrance. No, it's not. "7 days to die." No, I don't even know what that is. Is it a video game or like an in real life thing? Zombie horde survival crafting game. Okay. I don't deal with the undead super well, so I absolutely would not have played that. Minecraft zombies and voteless aside. But why does that take the stress off you? I'm guessing because the game itself is so stressful that not playing makes you feel better? Okay, we're gonna dig into this wall. Okay. I wondered what the correlation was. Well, that's cool. I don't usually go for like horror or undead survival crafters, but I like things like Raft is a fun one that I enjoy, or for non-combat ones, things like Astroneer, Planet Crafter. Planet Crafter is pretty good. Which I keep meaning to get back to since they introduced the moons and things, and I just haven't yet. Let's see. Yeah, see, I can't see myself ever playing it then. Unfortunately, I am tremendously weak to horror of all sorts. Well, I mean, I can understand that. I play Subnautica a lot. I really like Subnautica. But it's a different kind of horror. Like, it's all psychological as opposed to actually being actively trying to jump scare you. You're in their territory. Like, it's not as though they're searching you out to kill you most times. Why are there no trees around here? Over there. What, you couldn't do Subnautica? Really? Subnautica was very enjoyable for me because it was horror, but all, like, in my own head. I was making things scary because of the unknown. It wasn't as though it was vicious or cruel or evil. It's just like you've gone into their environment and now they are reacting to you. And usually just because you're in their territory or they're hungry. Everything in that game just runs on survival instinct rather than actively trying to harm you in some way. I gotta get closer and see what that is. Giant spider. Okay, nope. Well, there's some other cool ones too, like Astroneer. I don't know if you've ever played Astroneer. That one had one of the most interesting inventory systems that I've seen in a while. It's pretty neat. I may put some time into re-download and play it one of these days. You are basically a little astronaut that when you die gets cloned, and you gather resources, but your inventory isn't like a screen that shows up. You gather the things onto your backpack and you drag them around in the world using your cursor. So there are very minimal screens to interact with. It's very world focused. Not so much on the survival aspect, mind you, because there's I don't believe there's hunger or thirst. It's just your oxygen you have to manage. I enjoyed it though. It was cool. Where is that table? A scribe's table, that's what I'm looking for. Gold nuggets, that's why. I did just get Grounded too. I haven't played that, but I plan to play it with No Brainer and a guy named Fode pretty soon, hopefully, because Brainer's been wanting to play it with his wife, or rather his wife has been wanting to play more of it. And since it was on sale, I got a couple of guys to pick it up. I have no idea how that's going to go because I'm terrified of spiders. But generally the like small spiders I'm scared of, not the big ones. And as it's very Honey, I Shrunk the Kids-esque, I think I'll be okay with it because they'll be giant in comparison. Gonna leave you here as well. Speaking of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, did you hear they are making a new Spaceballs movie? Because Rick Moranis plays Dark Helmet. Yeah, they just announced it like a week or two ago, maybe. And as far as I know, Rick Moranis is coming back to reprise Dark Helmet. I really enjoyed that movie. It was funny. That and Robin Hood Men in Tights was hilarious to me. I really want to watch that again soon. I should make a point of doing so one of these days. We're men, manly men. We're men in tights, tights. We're men, manly men. We're men in tights. Yes. Dog, get out of the way. You like knocked me off. I mean, it's outside my generation too, but it was still funny. Like, Spaceballs is the parody of Star Wars, and Robin Hood Men in Tights is the parody of Robin Hood. It's like, have you ever seen Princess Bride? That one might be a little outside your generation as well, come to think of it. Okay, think of a funnier version of Princess Bride as being Robin Hood Men in Tights. Like, just more emphasis on the jokes as opposed to the story, but the cinematography and the flow is relatively the same. So like the opening scene, they shoot arrows into the village, flaming arrows, and the villagers are all getting fed up at the names appearing in their on their rooftops as their village burns. So they're talking about how every time they make a new Robin Hood movie, they set the village on fire, and then Mel Brooks' name comes up and they say, "Screw you, Mel Brooks," and all this other stuff. It's very funny. Monty Python is really good, yep. Monty Python is very British humor, though, so sometimes the jokes are a little weird as opposed to being just straight up funny. Robin Hood Men in Tights is more American humor, so you'll probably laugh more often. Maybe not more often. It's more of an entertaining story, let's put it that way. I don't even know if I can say that. Monty Python is really hard to beat. Holy Grail just made me die laughing. Let's see, 3, 6, 10, 11. I think I have enough for that. Okay. I guess the point is, I like Robin Hood Men in Tights. That's about all I can really say about that affirmatively. Should you get the opportunity to watch it, it might be enjoyable for you. Ah, crap, get in the water. Okay, I gotta find a way up now. Oh, here it is. One of the great shames of comedy is still that Liam Nelson? I think that was his name. They did a TV show that was similar to like a police academy or a detective show, and it got taken off the air because there were too many jokes per minute and they thought the audience wouldn't be able to keep up. And yet you watch any scene and it's absolutely hilarious. I cannot for the life of me remember which series it was now. No, I didn't need that one. That one. That one. Ah, crap. Hey, what the hell? What the hell? Okay, well that was just straight up unfair. And of course, all of those iron tools that I just lost, or that I just made. Okay, well, I am right pissed off with that now. So I'm going to call it a day on this stream. I'll probably go watch No Brainer for a while. Thank you very much for joining me, Chaos. I will catch you next time you come. I appreciate you being here. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll play something else next time. Maybe Astroneer, actually. Yeah. Just so you can get a feel for what I was talking about. Anyway, I will see you then. Have a good day.